Hello everybody, and welcome to the final regular season game of this Squirrels season. I am Aaron, and we are going to empty the bench here. Here's Zap's long-awaited start here as of late. Out in the field, let's get all these guys in the game. I'm going to have Sweeney play short. I think he can do that pretty well. And then we'll have Martinez take a try at third. He should have the arm for it. Miyake we're going to put out in right. I think he'll maybe do a little better job out there than Michalak will, although... And Quentin in left, which is even though it says right field, excuse me, it's his more natural position, I think he does a better job in left. Is that... Yep, I think that's a whole lineup here of subs. So, we'll get a lineup out here. Yeah, something like that. That should be fine. Probably not our best offensive lineup, but, you know. We'll see how it goes. I think we've lost the last game in every season we've played, so I'm not too hung up on whatever happens today. Let's just have some fun. In the standings going into today, the Dodgers have the one-game lead over the Rockies. They play each other here, so the Rockies have a chance to tie it by winning today's game. I don't know how this game will handle that, if we'll see a game 163 or what. And the White Sox take the division lead with just one game remaining in the year. I did see on the out-of-town scoreboard before this game loaded that the Tigers did win their last game. So if the White Sox lose... Sorry, if the White Sox lose, then that division will be tied. And again, I don't really know exactly how this game handles that. Chin-Ming Wong, I think I might have totally butchered that name, but it should be pretty close. He's going to start the game for the Reds. Phil will lead things off, and he takes a ball. Puts this one into left field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Phil. If he'd been doing more of that the first season, he'd still be our starting second baseman. Miyake at the plate. Looks at a ball in the dirt. Pops this one up. Wong is under it. One down. Runner still on first. Quentin at the plate. Pops this one up. Wong is going to field it. Though Perez comes to check things out as well. Whiteman at the plate. He's done very well at the plate and actually comes up with a base hit here. He's also come close to hitting some home runs, so I figured if any of the bench guys not named Quentin are going to be a cleanup hitter, he was probably the best bet. Sweeney usually hits a couple home runs over the year, but has not this year. I don't know what happened there. Maybe I have to have him work on his power a little bit next year. He comes up with the base hit into center field, and this supposedly offensive challenged lineup scores a run right in the first inning. Two down, runners on first and second. Minnick's at the plate, takes strike one. This takes this ball inside. Swing and a miss, 1-2. This one just inside, 2-2. Grounds this one back to Wong, who throws over to first. That ends the inning, but the Squirrels do score one to start the game. Norris Hopper will lead off as usual for Cincinnati. Take a look at the defensive lineup. You all saw me set. And Zap is definitely not a 100 career win pitcher, as the game just tried to tell me. Hopper at the plate. Actually swings and misses quite late. 0-1. Excuse me. Didn't get out of bed too long ago. My throat's still coming to life here. Hopper hits a ground ball through the left side of the infield for a leadoff single for Cincinnati. That'll bring Shao to the plate. Looks at strike one. Grounds this one to third. Martinez drops it. I guess that's what we get for trying to play him out of position. Mark that down as E5. Derek Lee at the plate now. 2 on, nobody out. And he'll take strike one. And that ball is too low. And I went too far inside. 2-1 the count. There's a called strike. Ground ball to short. Sweeney goes to third with it, and that's the only out the Squirrels get, but it is the lead runner. So runners on first and second, 1 out. Adam Dunn at the plate takes a strike on the outside corner. Takes another strike. And that went too far outside. Dunn doesn't go chasing it. Does hit this one to second. Phil has to wait a little while for Sweeney to get to second, and that's the only out the Squirrels get. So runners on the corners, but there are 2 outs now. Encarnacion at the plate takes a high fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Oh, and there's a hit. I thought Zap was going to get out of it, but instead 1 run already in. Another run looks like it may score as that rolled all the way to the wall, and it does. A 2 RBI double for Edwin Encarnacion gives the Reds the 2-1 lead here in the first inning. Zap 1 pitch away from getting out of it and couldn't quite convert. Although those runs should be unearned thanks to the error at third. Phillips takes strike one. Hits a little pop-up towards short. Sweeney grabs it. And that's it for the first inning, but the Reds are leading 2-1. Michalak is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Wong winds and delivers. And Michalak, right to Phillips at second. It wasn't a badly hit ball, just not well placed. Martinez at the plate now. Playing third for, I'm pretty sure, the first time ever. Already made an error in the field. Has a 1-1 count at the plate. Pops this one foul. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Zap at the plate. Don't know if Zap has enough at-bats you can call him our best hitting pitcher, but he has far and away the best average, that's for sure. He fouls that pitch away to give himself a 1-1 count. Might have to go grab a water here between innings. That pitch is too high. And that pitch outside. 3-1 the count. Called strike. Full count. 2 outs, nobody on base. And this will be a fair ball for a base hit for Zap. 2-out single right on the right field line brings Phil to the plate, who's already come through with a hit today. And he's going to come through with another hit into left field. Zap goes on to third base. That's a double for Phil with 2 outs. That'll bring Miyake to the plate with the chance to score a couple more runs. Although Phil is a very slow runner, so it might take a pretty solid hit to get him to score from second. This one does get through the middle of the infield. 1 run in to score. 2 runs in to score. Squirrels retake the lead 3-2. That'll bring Quinton to the plate. Runner on first. 2 outs still. All this has happened with 2 outs. First pitch goes outside. Second pitch gets away. Miyake is a speedy runner. He will have no problem taking second on that. And a 2-1 count after that pitch on Quinton. That pitch catches the outside corner to make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Squirrels have the 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the second. And David Ross is going to lead off. I'm going to go grab a water and be back. Might miss a couple pitches. Okay. 1-1 the count. And that one called a strike. Another called strike. That's the first out of the inning. Thomas Perez at the plate. First pitch is inside. That pitch called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And this one goes over the first base bag for a base hit. A single for Thomas Perez right down the right field line. That will bring Chin-Min Wong to the plate. I think I was pretty close to that when I set it to start the game. He hits the ball towards second. Phil to Sweeney, back to first. Not a great throw, but it is good enough to get the 4-6-3 double play. So it is 3-2 Squirrels as we go into the third inning. Whiteman is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the top of the third. And Whiteman with a base hit in the first inning. Trying to remember if it was an RBI hit. I think it might have been. Has a 1-2 count currently in this at bat. This one too low, 2-2. Oh, called strike on an iffy pitch, but that is the first out of the inning. Sweeney at the plate got a hit in his first at bat, which I think was also an RBI. Or actually, maybe not. I think Sweeney had the only RBI to start the game. We only scored one in that first inning. Anyway, he hits a line drive to second. Phillips takes care of it. Brings Minix to the plate. 2 down, nobody on base, and a 2-0 count at the plate. There's a swing and a miss. That pitch is outside. 3-1. It's a called strike. Makes it a full count. 2 outs. Nobody on base. Called strike 3, and that will end the top of the third. Squirrels still leading 3-2. And Norris Hopper will come back up for the Reds to start the third inning. Zap with 1 strikeout of the Reds the first time through their order. Hopper started off the game with a base hit. Takes ball 1 here. Looks at strike 1. Yeah. That pitch is up and out. This one hit towards Sweeney, who picks it up and throws it over. 1 down. Shao at the plate. He's hit the ball to third that Martinez dropped. And both Norris and Shao ended up scoring in that first inning. Grounds this one to second. Phil handles that one nicely. 2 down. Derek Lee ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one to first. Whiteman picks it up, steps on the bag, and that's it for the third inning. Squirrels 3, Reds 2 as we move into the fourth inning. Michalak will lead things off for Indianapolis. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch called a strike. This one will... Wondered if it would make the seats. It did not. One hopped the wall. 0-2 the count. And this is a ground ball to short. Perez picks it up, throws it over. 1 down. Martinez at the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. One of 4 strikeouts so far today for Wong, who throws a strike here and then has a ground ball to second, which Phillips handles, and that will be the second out of the inning. Zapp got a hit in his first at-bat, puts his average at 500 on the year, though it is in limited at-bats. Zapp mostly used as a mop-up guy, though he does start games here and there. 0-2 the count. Sorry, I have to keep clearing my throat. Fouls that pitch away. Ground ball to third. Encarnacion throws it over, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still a 3-2 Squirrels lead. Adam Dunn will lead things off for Cincinnati. Well, Zapp already getting tired. That's a little surprising to me. Usually he can make 5 or 6 innings. Dunn with an 0-2 count. Pops this one up. I think Minix will have a play. And he does. 1 down. Encarnacion had a 2 RBI double. Though I said that both of those runs should have been unearned with the error at third. 1-1 the count at the moment. Puts this one into the air. Sweeney not able to run it down. It was a well-placed ball for another base hit for Encarnacion. Phillips, I think, had a little liner pop up to short in his first at-bat, if I remember right. Grounds this one. Martinez takes it, goes to second with it. Looked really good at that play, actually. 2 down. David Ross at the plate. Runner on first. First pitch called a strike. This pitch hit to Sweeney, who grabs it for the 3rd out of the inning. We move into the 5th. Still a 3-2 ball game. Squirrels ahead, and they will have Phil at the plate. And Phil should be 2 for 2 today. Yeah. Single and a double. Like I said, if he'd hit anything like this in the first year, he'd still be our starting second baseman and leadoff hitter. He couldn't hit 200 in that first year, unfortunately, and Kester hits around 300. Phil with a 1-2 count at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Miyake, 1 for 2 on the day. Pops this one up towards third. Encarnacion, I don't think, had to take a full step. 2 down. Quinton at the plate. He is 0 for 2. Looks at strike 1. Quinton was so hot for most of the year, but he has been slumping here to finish, and he fouls out in this at-bat to end the inning. Halfway through the game, Indianapolis 3, Cincinnati 2. Thomas Perez will lead things off for the Reds in the bottom half of the 5th. Zapp is getting tired. We're going to see if we can at least get him through this inning. Maybe if he gets a quick inning, we can get him through 6, but let's do 1 inning at a time here. Perez with an 0-2 count. And you might remember he also got a hit in his first at-bat. Strikes out in this at-bat. Only Zapp's second strikeout. Wong at the plate. Looks like this will be Zapp's last inning. See if we can at least get him through this inning. 1-1 the count to Wong. He grounds 1 to short. Sweeney throws it over. 2 down. Hopper, 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Looks at a ball. That one, Zapp gets a glove on it, and Phil picks it up to clean up the mess, and Zapp does get through 5 innings. We won't ask any more out of him. We'll just send a parade of relievers out there. Whiteman 1 for 2 on the game as we start the 6th inning, and he takes strike 1. That one too low. Fouled away. This one hit towards third. Encarnacion picks it up, throws it over. 1 down. That will bring Sweeney to the plate. He is also 1 for 2. Pops this one up right at the plate. All David Ross has to do is stand up. 2 down. Minix at the plate. He is 0 for 2. And he gets this one into right field for a base hit. Both infielders take a dive at it, but neither were particularly close. Brings Michalak to the plate. He has not gotten a hit today. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one to second. Phillips grabs it, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-2 Squirrels. Shao leading off for the Reds. And we will make a pitching change. He did what we asked him to do. So we'll just have a bunch of guys throw 1 inning here. And we'll start off with Johnston. All right, Shao has reached on an error and ground out. Grounds this one back to Johnston, who fields it, throws it over. 1 down. Derek Lee has ground out in both of his at-bats so far today. I feel like I should note Joey Votto is in this game, but it was his rookie year, so the game initially had Scott Hatteberg starting for first for Cincinnati, and clearly they made a trade for Derek Lee. Hatteberg pinch hit yesterday, so I don't think we've ever actually seen Joey Votto in these games. I don't know if he's even still on the roster anymore, but he is in this game. 1-1 the count on Adam Dunn, and he swings and misses to make it 1-2. Called strike 3 on a slurve to the outside. That ends the 6th inning. Martinez will lead things off for the Squirrels in the 7th, where they still lead 3-2. Martinez 0 for 2 today. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, Iannetta will get a chance to pinch hit. Iannetta has got his average this month up to over 300. First pitch in the dirt. Second pitch in the dirt. Looks at strike 1. Puts this one to right field, and it will stay fair. Another base hit for Iannetta. Brings Phil to the plate. He is 2 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Fouls this one away. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Miyake at the plate. He is 1 for 3 on the day as Wong starts to wipe his brow. And first pitch goes inside. Called strike 1. Pops this one towards third. Encarnacion will make the play, and that will get us to the 7th inning stretch. Indianapolis Squirrels 3, Cincinnati Reds 2.
The 7th inning, Indianapolis 3, the Reds 2.
All right. We go into the bottom of the 7th inning. Iannetta did his great service for us. Let's throw Jones out there. Jones is one of my favorite pitchers of ours to watch. He does have a breaking ball, but he's mostly out there to throw hard and see what happens, and I appreciate that. Encarnacion fouls the first pitch off, and he is 2 for 2 on the day, the double and a single. Has a 1-2 count at this at-bat. And Jones is able to retire him with a strikeout, first time today. Phillips at the plate is 0 for 2. He puts this one just foul. I thought that was actually going to be over the first base bag, but no such luck for Brandon Phillips. Breaks his bat as that one goes foul again. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, David Ross at the plate. He is hitless today. Takes a strike. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Called, strike 3, and that'll end the 7th inning. Still a 3-2 Squirrels lead, and they will send Quinton up to the plate to start off the 8th inning. Wong's still on the mound, but he is nearing the end of his rope. Quinton 0 for 3 on the day, fouled out in his last at-bat. Takes strike 1. Puts that one in the dirt. And then fouled away. 1-2 the count. This one fouled away. This is softly hit towards second base. Phillips grabs it in the air for the first out of the inning. Whiteman 1 for 3 so far today. Takes a strike, I guess. I didn't really like that call, but anyway, ground ball to first is the second out of the inning, and that will bring Sweeney to the plate. He is 1 for 3 today. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. This one almost hits him. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Thomas Perez due up for Cincinnati, and I imagine they will pinch hit for Wong. And you know what? We might as well throw Hermida out here. Not seen him a lot lately, and this is supposed to be his situation, so here we go. All right, Perez 1 for 2 on the day. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Reds do go to their bench, and they find Touch-Eye, who I did create him, but I don't remember a lot about his abilities. Puts this one foul into the right field seats. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Hopper at the plate. He's 1 for 3. Swings and misses. That curveball in the dirt. Swing and a miss on that curveball, 1-2. Looks at a fastball for strike 3. And that ends the 8th inning. We go into the 9th. Squirrels leading 3-2, and Minix due up for the Squirrels. And Julian Tavares is going to come into the game. We have mostly lit him up this year, but I guess the Reds don't want to waste a closer their last game of the year. First pitch is out of the zone. Second pitch is called a strike. That pitch down and out. 2-1 the count. There's a called strike. Called strike 3. That'll bring Michalak to the plate. Hitless today. Well, we'll still have him for a year or two to develop him. That pitch is outside. 1-1. Outside again. This one inside as well. 3-1 the count. And there's a hit for Michalak. I knew he'd come through. Runner on first, 1 out. Martinez at the plate. He is also hitless today. Hasn't had a real clutch situation come up though, so that's when he comes to life. 1-1 the count. Called strike 2. Swing and a miss on a pitch he had no business swinging at. Who do I let pinch hit? I guess Tom. He's not had as many at-bats this month. First pitch called a strike. That pitch is inside. And outside. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Ground ball to short, and that's going to be an infield hit for Tom. He's pretty speedy for a catcher. I think he's rated at speed 10. Brings Phil to the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Pops this one up, though, and Tavares will field it himself. So we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Squirrels up 3-2, and the Reds will start off with Shao. As Shibuya goes out there to get saves. Is it 71 or 72 now? Down from his, I think, the first season or second season when Shibuya had like 80-some saves. That was... So, in the 70s, I think would be a record in real life, but not so in this game. Shao reached on an error in the first inning and has ground out both times since. Fouls the first pitch away. Swings and misses, 0-2. Fouls this off his foot. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Derek Lee at the plate is hitless today. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this ball foul. Grounds this ball to Whiteman. 2 down. And they're going to pinch hit for Adam Dunn? For a draft pick Elder who... This almost feels like giving up, but apparently really want him to get another Major League at-bat. Fouls the first pitch away. Swings and misses at the second pitch. And he does come through with the base hit up the middle. Not the home run Adam Dunn might have given you, but he does keep the game alive. Reds emptying their bench now. Oh, actually going to pinch run. Pickles, who's a speed 15, comes in to run. He is the potential tying run. His Encarnacion takes a strike and then takes a ball. Encarnacion with a couple hits in this game. Grounds this one to third. Martinez throws over to first. Nicely done at third, and that will end the game. the Squirrels end on a win. That's rare for us. Indianapolis Squirrels 3, Cincinnati Reds 2. So we'll look at a few highlights here. All the scoring came early in the game. And while we're watching that, I will note that the playoffs start October 5th. So we do have a little bit of a layoff, but October 5th will open the divisional series. We should have either the Dodgers or the Rockies, whichever one ends up as the wild card. And then the Braves will play the other team. Miyake, your player of the game. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. And again, playoffs start October 5th. We will see you then.